Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004, and we're going to New Hampshire. Yep, it is the return to the New Hampshire Speedway. And if you guys saw the last time we were at New Hampshire, things were pretty crazy. Hopefully things wind up being crazy just like then as it would be now. But I've got a new idea in mind, I'm going to take some of my Formula One things that I've learned about strategy and see if I can implement that here. Because the way that the AI has been pitting lately has actually been throwing me off. And they're getting like a massive undercut. And then they get out in clean air and drive away. Plus, I need to keep making up points on Dale Jr. I'm only 36 points back. And Tony Stewart's only 66, which means he's 30 points back from me. So any space, any gaps in the standings, we could just fall right back behind. So the worst case scenario, or the best case scenario, we need to either match Dale Jr. or we need to beat him. And Tony Stewart. I'm not too concerned about Jeff Gordon, but he's a small thought in my mind. So we got our work cut out for us. But other than that, let's get ready for the Speedway of New Hampshire. I'm going to grab all of my good Speedway stuff. I'm going to go with my second best motor because I don't want to use my best one yet. We got a lot of Speedway tracks coming up, and I want to make sure I have the best equipment available. Plus, I got a pretty good body ready. And also, again, shout out to Nedham for this scheme, because if you don't think it looks pretty, you're out your mind. Period. That is it. I have spoken. I have said what I had to say. That is it. If you don't have an idea on Nedham's scheme, or you don't like Nedham's scheme, well, guess what? Shove off, because I like Nedham's scheme and Nedham hooked me up. So, without further ado, let's go to the racetrack. So qualifying in New Hampshire is pretty much straightforward. You got to get down into the corners. You got to hustle it down off in there. And once you're done hustling, you're able to get it slowed down, load it through the middle, and then just gas it up and hope that it sticks. That's pretty much my philosophy for that. I'll probably make a small setup change, because this is still the same setup we had last time we were here. And I think it would be worth adjusting just a little bit more, just to get it back into a nice sweet spot. But this lap looks good. First place. And there's no point in us running another lap. We got the pole by a mile. That's it.
Welcome to New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Sylvania 300. What can you tell us about Loudon?
This is a tough track for a lot of drivers. These long straights allow the cars to build up a lot of speed before some hard braking going into the flat corners.
The MBNA car has been very impressive in qualifying at the speedways.
He really pushed that car in qualifying. Hopefully the team was able to get a good race setup under the car for today.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is always near the front at these speedways.
Well, that's right, and I think he will have an excellent run in this one as well. I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he assured me that they have a very fast hot rod.
Jeff Burton made his NASCAR Winston Cup debut at New Hampshire in 1993, and since then, he's had quite a bit of success here.
Well, he certainly has. He won a race here in 4 consecutive seasons starting back in 1997, and he led every single lap during that win in 2000. Now that's domination.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Dale Jr. started on my outside, so I have to make sure he does not lead a lap.
Shot one outside. Easy now.
But I do need to lead a lap. I also need to hold him back, because if I can get him to get swarmed by maybe Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson, and even Sterling Marlin back there, I think I'll have even a better shot. We have a bunch of people who just aren't in the points battle up here trying to take points away from us in the top 4. So
27, nice.
that could be good. Car is a little tight, so I might make an adjustment on the wedge. Go down half around after this. Other than that, the car is looking pretty solid. Can't get too much out of the car in the first few laps here.
13. Awesome lap.
Mark Martin trying to go to the outside. on, Mark. Fight Dale Jr. for me. Fight him. Fight him.
27-2.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy.
I'll take somebody passing this 8 car, bringing him further back down the lineup. That'd be great. And he's in the second.
27-19.
Wow, you're fast.
Number 8 is looking to pass.
We keep looking. Won't let him. We've clicked off 8 laps, and I'm on the backstretch now. Dale Jr. is still behind me, but I am beginning to start pulling smaller or a gap on these guys as the laps wind down. So I'm doing the same thing as before. I'm just not pressing, and the cars actually come to me. I might not actually make that happen.
How's the car feel?
Might not be necessary.
Your right front tire's wearing down. Try another line before you won't last.
I say as I get into the wall.
Be careful out there.
I love how when the tire wears down, it makes your car tight.
Got one down low.
Is he on the apron?
Number 8 is still there. Careful. 29-6. Car looks real good out there. Don't worry about the car. It looks okay. Stay focused.
Shifting wasn't realistic back then, but I'm desperate. I have to shift. Undercut.
After all that exciting racing on the track, the crews now get their chance to perform as
0.3 of a second.
cars heading down pit road.
I won't worry about it now. The damage is going to have to just be the damage, guys. We were gaining on them with the shift method, so.
The crew jumps over the wall and begins to service this machine. This is their opportunity to shine. They can't make any mistakes here. It'll be a routine 4-tire change. They'll also put in 2 cans of gas, 4 tires of gas on this stop.
And that's the way to pick up the line on this
Tony
road.
Stewart.
No mistakes and a good stop.
The 29 car up high. All clear, buddy. Contact with car number 20.
I ain't worried about you.
You know what they say, rubbin's racing.
Leader's like right behind me. If there's a caution, I'd get it. I'd actually stay ahead. The problem is I don't want a caution right now. We're also sliding in the corners, you know. Got to get Dale Jr.
26-83.
That was your fastest lap so far.
The 8 car is inside.
The undercut work.
Gained another spot. Okay, we're clear.
Oh yeah, the undercut was god tier. Not getting held up despite Kevin Harvick's best efforts. Perfect idea. So we're ahead. There is a leader who's still out running, but we're in the top 10 now. We're 6th. Dale Jr.'s behind me in 7th. Probably lay back just a little bit now because he's behind us again. Nope, denied.
27-36.
That one was quick. Let's do it again. Just 10 laps left. He's definitely mad at you now. Look out, buddy.
You're clear. Number 8 is outside.
He's looking to settle the score.
Okay, we're back in second. Clear all around.
I don't agree with how he did that move. I don't.
28-10.
Catching up to the leader. Keep on it. You've caught the leader. Be patient with the pass. Caution. Caution.
I didn't agree with that. I don't. That's dirt. And I thought about throwing it into him, but
74-33.
Just 5 to go.
You just lost third.
I got a block now.
28-19.
You got some passes left.
Cost me a ton. Dale Jr. No. Why was Todd Bodine there?
Ended up near the front.
what happened with the car in that last run? Golly, man, that sucked.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
The MB&A car didn't finish where he had hoped, due in part to the damage on his car, I'm sure.
Well, I say it over and over again. Take care of your car, it'll take care of you. And guess what? When you don't, it can get ugly.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at Dover.
Okay, so it went from all my homies hate Joe Nemechek to now all my homies hate Dale Jarrett. Because it was Dale Jarrett who uprooted me all the way up into a position that honestly I shouldn't have been in. Then Dale Jr. leads all the laps, so, you know, that was great. And Kevin Harvick also led some laps. That's not a big deal for me. But yeah, not too happy with how that went. No, I'm just not. Dale Jr. first, Sterling Marlin second, Jeff Burton third, Ryan Newman, Tony Stewart ran out your top 5. Top 10 is Dale Jarrett, John Andretti, Bob Labonte, Jeff Gordon, and then Todd Bodine. And I finished behind each and every last one of my title freaking rivals. That is so funny. I hate Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett, I'm coming for you. I got you, bro. I got you. Because what you did, I got you. I got you. This ain't over. This is far from over. Oh boy, I'm mad. I am steamed. So we're back in the race shop, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on improving our super speedway body, because if we do this now, we won't have to worry about it. Plus the boost that it gets will be pretty great for our packages, in my personal opinion. So I think we could just take some of that 270K that we got for this week. Oh, sorry. Talladega is actually after Delaware, or Dover. So scratch that. Scratch that in its entirety. So let's improve our short track stuff, because we've got the time for it. We need to go ahead and get ready to improve the Martinsville stuff. So all the generic stuff will get a little bit of TLC. And an overhaul for this one, $305,000. I know I say well, we don't have any more road courses for the rest of the season either. I can go ahead and turn this into a short track. I just got to remember to flip it back next season. So yeah, short track chassis for 300, or body for $305,000, which is $97,000. But we can't do anything else in the shop because we're still overhauling and repairing a body and a chassis right now. So we're a little off, but we got 2 more races left on our engine dyno. What does this mean for the point standings, finishing behind Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart, as well as Dale Jr.? Well, it means I've got 8 races left to get my act in order, because I'm now 86 points behind the leader. Yeah. Races like that are not what we need. We do not need races like that. That is bad. It's not great, and it sucks. For those that are curious about it, we do have some guys in the back, aka Christian Fittipaldi is now falling outside the top 43 in driver standings, is now 45th, and with this boost of performance out of nowhere from John Andretti, he's moved up to 38th in the standings, just ahead of Jack Sprague, Hermie Sadler, Kevin LePage. Scott Pruitt has finally, kind of climbed his way up into the top 43, as well as Todd Bodine. So really cool to see. Tony Raines is not making enough starts in the season, and I hope that we'll see him a little bit more as the years go on. Yeah, I'm already starting to think towards season 3 at this point. I don't know how we're gonna do, and a little disheartening knowing that we're losing ground to the leader despite our best efforts. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.